Welcome to the podcast from hell. In this show, we follow the adventures of three unlikely hosts, Petey Hell, Polly Satan, and John Michael Hell, who find themselves stuck in hell with an unusual task at hand. As punishment for their sins, they have been selected by Satan himself to create a podcast. But not just any podcast. This podcast must be terrible in every way possible. Possible.
Welcome to hell, motherfuckers!
What? Welcome to hell. Oh, it's so
Hakuna,
fun.
my papa.
Whoa, Paul, you're clearly not in hell right now.
I'm an angelic
This has been a
being.
problem the past couple weeks.
I am your savior.
You know,
Give me your money, please.
as head of HR department down here in hell, I have to say you haven't really been on
What's that?
brand.
Huge rectum?
You haven't really been participating in your anal bead torture exercises.
Because I
So,
love it too much.
We're kind of a little disappointed in your lack of passion towards our activities down here in hell.
I'm not really a team player. That is one of my main faults.
Someone may have, they were talking about how they saw you giving a hand job to an angel.
No. Was it Michael?
Chris Angel.
Fucking that little snitch. What
He's
a
not a
rat.
real, he's not a real angel, right?
But he does all those cool tricks.
Yeah, he's an
He
illusion.
does all those
You know
cool
what? He
tricks.
tricked me into giving him a handy.
Yeah.
He
Did
said,
get
"Watch
you
me
with the
float."
quarter?
Next
Did
thing
he
you
get
know,
with the
I'm
quarter
fucking-
behind the ear? That's how he got me.
You gave him a hand job too?
Yeah, he
You
gave
were
me a quarter.
stroking his old chicken?
He kept finding quarters behind my ear, but it turned out it was just the same quarter over and over.
Oh, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like when, when those kids when you would tie a string into a quarter and like put it in an arcade machine over and over again.
Yeah. How the fuck do you tie a string around a quarter like that?
Well, you drill a hole in the quarter and tie a string around it. This is old people corner right here. That's
That's
a
what
hack
you do?
to get free arcade games.
Well, now you just have to drill a hole in your credit card and put it in there and pull the string back out.
Anyways,
Wait.
welcome
I don't
to
know.
everybody. I'm John
Doesn't make
Michael
sense
Hell.
anymore.
I'm John Michael Hell. This gentleman is Polly Satan that I've been riffing off of for a second, and then the quiet guy in the corner over there is PT Hell,
Hello.
and he likes to suck penises.
Whoa.
You just
Allegedly.
who's saying that about PD
Yeah,
Hell? I
what the
mean, it's
hell?
totally fine. We here in hell
People are
don't
saying
really.
it. I don't know what
care.
people are saying it, but some people are saying it. Anyways, I got jokes here for
There's
you.
that bitch Jerry Springer.
I mean, whatever Satan tells me to do, I do it. I don't know if I can.
Have you guys seen this? Have you heard about this? I keep ripping Jay Leno's thing because he's a piece of shit. If he was dead, he'd be down here in hell.
What's wrong with Jay Leno? What did he do? Hurt Monica
Whoa, don't get
Lewinsky?
me started. Let me tell my jokes first.
All right, here we go.
All right. Tucker Carlson and Don Lemon were fired this week. The end of an era. While they both existed on opposite ends of the political spectrum, they did share one thing in common: being mouth-breathing douchebags. They, they really.
Very
We
funny.
learned. Remember those guys, man? Like, this is another old people thing. It's like, I feel like.
What, do we remember Tucker Carlson?
Well, no, I feel like there's probably like a lot of Gen Z people being like, Tucker Carlson, John Lemon? What the fuck?
You just said John Lemon?
John Lemon.
John Lemon.
That's John Lennon's alter ego.
John Lemon.
Whenever he ordered a pizza, he said, "My name's John Lemon." Yeah.
No, but Tucker Carlson did. He, as you guys might have heard, Fox News just reached a settlement in the case against the Dominion voting machine company. You guys aware of that one?
For the voting fraud thing.
$787 million.
Drop in the bucket.
It's I wouldn't call that exactly a drop in the bucket. They do make about like what 6 billion a year or some shit like that.
So that's a drop in the bucket, yeah.
It's like fucking 15% of their yearly revenue. That's like people do not.
That is a
Well,
happy chunk.
You
I
know
would-
they have
They
fucking
haven't-
coffers for all that shit, dude. They're prepared for any sort of litigation that comes their way. Like
Well, they haven't officially
running such an organization like that.
they haven't officially announced like a complete like one-off reason for Tucker Carlson being fired, but I think it's pretty obvious that that settlement had a
He's
lot to
getting
do
blamed for
with.
that.
Yeah, because Tucker Carlson is right up there with like all the conspiracy theories and shit on Fox News, and a big part of why they were sued by the Dominion voting machine company. So
So what was up with the lemon?
Well-
later, skater Don Lemon.
Yeah, why'd the lemon get fired?
Oh yeah, that's another one. He what was it? I think he made a joke about women not being in their prime after like their 40s or 50s. It was something much tamer than.
Well, I don't think that wasn't very tame what you just said. So
There was a lot of other like rumors and stuff about him being like really sexist and like treating women in his workplace really shitty. So I think they just kind of took a one-off statement that he made and were just like, okay, this is good enough to just fire this asshole.
well, it's good. They've been letting him get away with it for the past like 20 years, probably, and then they're like, now that all this stuff's coming up, you know,
Yeah.
now that people are starting to care,
Yeah.
we'll fire him. Those fuckers.
But
all
honestly,
of
if you
them.
do watch footage
whole
of both of them,
organization.
my joke was very accurate. They are both mouth breathing douchebags. Especially Tucker. Tucker's a real bad mouth breather. But
You
Don
really,
does it
you really hit him in the family jewels with that punchline there.
too.
Douchebags.
Mouth breathing douchebags. They really are.
Hey man, what if
Um,
I don't like Tucker? What if I'm a mouth breather? That's not nice.
I asked ChatGPT to help me write a joke about Tucker Carlson being fired, and it actually gave me some gruff. You guys want to hear about this?
Yes, I do.
Give me some fucking rub. Let's get the
It was
grubby
giving me
living.
gruff. I said, can you write me a joke about Tucker Carlson losing his job? And it says, as an AI language model, I cannot generate jokes that promote negativity or harm towards any individual or group, including Tucker Carlson. It's important to use humor in a way that's respectful and does not aim to harm others. And then I said, can you write me a joke about Tucker Carlson? And then it wrote a shitty joke about him crossing the road to the other side of the political spectrum. And then I said, I appreciate your goal not to harm people, but Tucker Carlson has caused so much harm through his vitriol, he deserves it. And then it says, I strive to be neutral and respectful towards all individuals and groups. While Tucker Carlson's views and actions may be controversial and polarizing, it's important to approach discussions and humor in a way that does not promote negativity or harm towards others. I said, could you write me? I kind of copied, pasted what it said about Tucker
This
Carlson.
is the
in that.
longest story, and it better be funny at the end of this.
Oh, we're getting there.
All right, come on.
I said, could you write me a joke about how Tucker Carlson's views and actions are controversial and polarizing? I said,
Mhm.
sure, here's a joke that pokes fun at the controversial nature of Tucker Carlson's views and actions. Why did the chicken stop watching Tucker Carlson? Because he found his views too hard to swallow.
Got it. Why is it gonna be a chicken? Why the fuck is it a chicken?
I asked for 2 or 3 more. What did
there's
Tucker
more.
Carlson say when he heard about the poll results? He said, that poll is biased, just like the rest of the mainstream media. Why
You know,
did Tucker
I don't think
Carlson...
ChatGPT is trying very hard. It's probably trying about as hard as you try to write your jokes.
Why did Tucker Carlson refuse to join the debate team in high school?
Why?
Because
He was afraid of losing.
Because he preferred to debate him with himself on his own TV show. Just picturing him in high school, just like having all this shit set up. Like his whole purpose in life is just having a shitty cable news TV show.
No, he's Cartman from that episode of South Park when he gets his own news channel.
Yeah, he just got a bunch of boxes and he changes podium to podium. He's like just debating himself.
He put on a mustache on one and then like take it off on the other one. And
like half
Did
hanging off, just.
Did you guys hear? Pour one out for the homie. Motherfucking Jerry Springer died today.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell just got a lot cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Any word on if he's in hell down here with us, or maybe
Yeah,
he's
it's
like
pretty
in some
obvious.
sort of limbo where they're deciding whether he's in hell or not.
Well, he's
Why would
clearly
he not
partying
be
with
in hell?
Satan.
You know, it'd
His
be
first
cool.
night here, he gets to party with Satan.
Yeah, if we got him as a guest on the show and got him to like maybe like rally up some fucking famous people from hell like Hitler and fucking Stalin. Like,
Huh.
we both
mean-
fucked the same lady in hell, and now we want to know who's the baby daddy.
That would be fun, yeah.
Who's the baby daddy between Saddam and Hitler's offspring? Is that what we need to know?
They've both been banging the same fucking floozy.
Who are they
Never-
banging down there, you think?
Who were they banging? Yeah, like what was it? Saddam
Who's
and Saddam Hussein and Adolf Hitler.
Yeah, who could be the cross between the two? Like what female do we know? Is it
Marilyn
like,
Monroe.
she was murdered, dude. She's not in hell. She's a fucking fashion beauty icon.
All right. Eleanor Roosevelt.
To be fair, just because you
She
were
was also a
murdered,
great person. She
Just
did like
because
women's
you were
rights and
murdered
shit. What are you
doesn't mean you
talking
don't
about?
go to
No,
hell.
she helped lead the country into war. You crazy fool.
Is Tipper Gore still alive?
Who the fuck is Stripper Gore?
Tipper Gore.
Oh,
that doesn't answer his question. Who the hell is Tipper Gore?
is she Al Gore's wife?
Yeah. She was all about the fucking, she was in like litigation with fucking Jello Biafra about.
Her name was Tipper?
What
Yeah.
are you talking about, Jello Biafra?
She was the one who was like all about the.
You're over here having an AI hallucination, dude.
the
What are you
parental
talking about?
advisory shit on fucking CDs and stuff, and like
That
she
was
was
Nancy
suing
Reagan.
fucking artists for being. The Tipper Gore was a part of that too.
Well, there's
That was,
nothing
like,
wrong with parental advisory on a
crossover.
fucking CD.
Okay.
That wasn't all Nancy Reagan. If anything, it was more Tipper Gore than it was her.
Remember in the Code Monkeys episode we watched? It was all in that, dude. We learned it from that. Because it's totally the truth. It was in that show.
I didn't learn anything from that. I gotta be honest.
Oh, damn it. You weren't paying attention then.
I was.
What about the crazy bitch from England?
Hatcher.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Margaret Thatcher. Oh yeah, dude. You know who it is? No, it's the fucking Queen of England. We are really messing it up here. It's fucking Queen Elizabeth too,
That's
dude.
right. She just came down to hell.
You know
Saddam?
she's getting spit roasted by Saddam and Hitler right now.
Joseph Stalin's in the corner, fucking jerking off.
He's getting
Mussolini's-
cuckolded.
Yeah,
It's a
Mussolini's
fucking
holding
regular
the fucking
GB down
noose.
there. Dude, I want to get in on that.
Oh yeah.
Do you think she goes back to her like hot like early 20s when she like first took the throne in the 50s, or like
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
she's just
dude,
an old hag?
No,
You know
whatever
what'd be
you look
fun?
like when you die, that's how you look forever.
Oh, I better. Oh, I'm already dead.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Not
You
you.
know what'd be
Parker.
fun? Who do you
Yeesh.
think? What historical figure do you think is down here in hell with us that most people think probably went to heaven?
Gandhi?
Let's see. I
Gandhi,
bet-
that's a good one. Gandhi's
Fucking-
definitely down here now. I
yeah.
actually just ate his ass
Gandhi
alive.
Who's
is
the nun?
definitely
Who's
a good
the
one.
sister? Who's the big famous nun or whatever the fuck?
Mother Teresa?
Yeah.
It's
Mother
pretty common
Teresa.
knowledge that she was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? I
also-
don't think it is. I don't think it's
I
common
also
knowledge
ate
at
her
all.
asshole.
Yeah. I don't know if that's common knowledge.
Yeah. She
Oh,
liked
maybe-
a lot of
maybe
butt
we should
play.
cover it. I mean, we should get her on the show, and
Yeah.
she'll teach you a thing or two about a rusty trombone.
I
You
did not
He
get that
laughed
at
like,
all.
He's like, oh, I can't.
know
wait
the
to
reason
get
she went to hell? She wasn't. It wasn't because she starved people and refused medical treatment on people that she was supposed to be helping. It was actually because she was an atheist.
Really?
Yeah.
Under all that guy.
Yeah. Yep, a saint. She was sainted, I believe. But she, in her private diaries, she actually wrote that she was an atheist. Look it up.
That's funny.
Damn. That's
She
Yeah.
pulled the greatest trick, dude.
Yeah.
Her and
more
the
you
Boondock Saint. Those
know.
are the two best saints right there.
so Speaking of demonic
Norman
things,
Reedus and Mother Teresa.
I found this this story this week about a demonic MS-13 gang member. You want to hear that? You want to pop into a true crime corner really quick? Let's just hop in.
Go for it. Go for it.
Strap in, buckle your seatbelts. We're going on a true crime ride here. All right.
Oh, my airbags are activated because this is gonna get crazy.
All right. Has anybody
It
here
was a bumpy road, sorry.
been an Uber Eats or like DoorDash driver?
Yes.
Well,
No,
this story.
I'm on the other side of that. I order the DoorDash.
This story is about to convince you to never ever do that again.
I like
What,
how
order
both of y'all
DoorDash?
believed me.
Excuse me. So this.
I didn't believe you, Lee. I knew you were lying.
Apparently,
You're going to hell for that.
I'm
Gotcha,
already
too late.
here. Can't, yeah.
This is an article posted yesterday. I think.
So what
this
does MS stand for?
happened earlier this week.
Mega sexy?
No,
You don't think so?
probably not.
Microsoft?
Maybe.
Anyways, check out this title.
Oh, that's what. So MS Paint is affiliated with
Yeah,
MS-13.
that's
Oh,
what
yeah,
I always
Microsoft.
thought. Yeah, doesn't the
That's
gang? Didn't they make
crazy.
that fucking computer system back in the day?
It's Bill Gates, dude.
Yeah.
I fucking knew he was up to something else.
I thought he was the
You don't
leader
get
of
that rich from just
MS-13. Isn't that like his
Yeah, the
spin-off
ga-
thing?
Oh my god, yeah. Anyways, check out this title. It's rad. And it's totally up our alley in our true
Wow.
crime corner,
He's
which is
trying
where
to
we're at,
appeal.
by the way.
He's
True
trying
crime
to appeal
corner,
to the
corner,
Gen Zers.
corner,
He's never said
corner.
rad before.
corner. Rad originated in the 80s. Corner.
But it stopped being said, and it's coming back now, you asshole.
That's
Demonic.
Peachy Keen.
MS-13 gang member accused of savagely killing and chopping up Uber Eats driver.
Wow, don't bury the headline, would you?
Did he forget his food?
A demonic
Probably ate
gang
'em too.
member killed and dismembered an Uber Eats driver for no reason, authorities have said. Oscar Solis Jr. has been charged with murder after
Wait,
he
his
allegedly...
middle name? Hold on, sorry. His middle name is Soulless?
His last name is Solis, you doofus.
Okay,
For
For no reason?
Junior.
His last name is Junior. Oh,
But hang
yeah,
on.
of course.
For no reason? You don't just chop somebody up and eat them for no reason. The dude
Well, I bet what
clearly
happened is
was
he
hungry
forgot his
or thought
fucking
it looked
ranch
tasty.
dressing or something.
Yeah, he forgot
Well,
something. And he
Let's
fucking ate
we
him.
can
He was
speculate.
starving, and the guy
let's-
forgot his cheeseburger.
Let's speculate after we get a little bit more facts out. You guys keep
Okay,
hopping
okay.
on me. Let me.
Dude, we're popped in the true crime corner. I'm ready to fucking pop it like it's hot.
All right, so here's a quote from the sheriff in Pasco County.
Can't believe his name is Soulless.
This was an absolutely horrific crime of passion. This person, you always say the word evil, but this was demonic. This individual, what he did, demonic.
Wait, who said that? Is that the sheriff?
Yeah, Pasco County Sheriff Chris Noco said in a press conference.
Wait, all right, where did this happen again? Why are you giving it a country accent? Is it in the country?
Pasco County, I believe that's somewhere in Southern California.
Okay, so he didn't. He might not have sounded like that.
Yeah, he was more like, this was an absolutely horrific crime of passion, bro.
There you go. There you go.
You know they always say the word evil, but this was demonic, bro. This individual, what he did, it was demonic, bro. I was like, what? How could you do that? Is that for
Exactly
SoCal?
right. That's what I wanted from SoCal. Yeah,
That was good. That was good. I like that.
it was wiggity wiggity whack what he did.
All right, so this guy, Randall Cook, he was an Uber Eats driver. He looked
You got
like
to be
a-
kidding me. His last name was Cook, and the
Okay,
guy ate him.
this is sounding a
This
little
is-
too ridiculous.
This is getting
This is
too
getting-
fucking
yeah, what
real
the
for
fuck?
me, dude.
Okay.
This is crazy.
he was making his final delivery of the day.
Oh, I bet it was the final one because
Yeah,
you
it
don't
was
get
the
eaten and
final
do
fucking
another one.
delivery.
No, apparently he just texted his wife that he was gonna do one last delivery and then head home.
Did he say he was gonna bring home dinner?
Which, by the
Oh, this sucks for this guy. Give him. Sorry, all my
yes,
condolences
I
go
want to
out.
be a little bit respectful here. I'm sorry. This is tragic. He was just a guy like everybody else, just trying to make a living for his family, Nocho said. The sheriff said that around 6:43, the loving husband responded to a text from his wife telling her he would be home soon, but she reported him missing when he failed to return. The missing persons team reached out to Uber Eats, who provided GPS coordinates. They returned to the location but found nothing suspicious. Then apparently there was some roommate of the guy who like when they came by the day after, and he showed them camera footage of the front of the house. Like this dude's roommate just did not give a fuck about this guy. He was totally ready to just like show camera footage.
Oh, dude, I'm not helping my roommate out if they eat an Uber driver or whatever.
So then the police,
especially if he didn't save me any, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
the police reviewed the footage and they showed Solis and another individual carrying trash bags around the side of the property. And then when they came back with a warrant and searched the trash bags, they found the guy's remains in the bags.
Hey.
Did he not eat it all? I guess not. That's wasteful.
Police
Kids in Africa would love to eat that.
Oh, God.
No. Police believe the horrific attack was random as they struggle to find a connection between Cook and Solis.
Couldn't answer the question why. Fucking Uber driver. What do you mean? Or it's fucking
couldn't answer the question
guy.
Why. What's the relationship? There doesn't appear to be any relationship.
I do have one question here.
Nocho said. That's the sheriff again.
Wait, the sheriff's name is Nacho?
Nocho.
Nocco.
Oh, okay. Gnocchi. Like a delicious gnocchi. I do have one question. This is a stupid question here. Do we know what Solis ordered? Like what restaurant, what kind of food he was in the mood for?
No, I wish I had that detail.
I didn't know that.
Nocho added, all that appears is that there was a gentleman who was working, was doing his last delivery of the night, and this person killed him.
I just love how this guy's
than to take him away from his family, bro.
You hit it with the bro to really bring it home there. That was good.
Yeah, I added the bro just like you said.
What?
So Solis has a history of violent actions, and he spent a lot of time in jail. He said he supposedly stabbed somebody several times while he was in prison in Indiana.
Over a chicken sandwich.
And had a string of previous charges against him, including battery, possession of stolen auto parts, drugs, resisting law enforcement, home detention placement, and battery on detention staff. Jesus, why'd they even let this fucker out of prison?
They should have known the red flags are there.
He keeps beating up the jail guards. We gotta let him out.
I was like, we're afraid of this guy. Get him the hell out of here. He sucks.
We can't deal with this motherfucker. Y'all deal with him. Take him.
He's eating everybody's food.
Officers are now appealing for the public to come forward with any information regarding two individuals who were last seen leaving the property. Police believe Cook was killed shortly before the brutal murder.
Wait, so they're looking for more people who could potentially be human eaters?
Yeah, unfortunately this case just happened. Unfortunately, this case just happened this week. It just caught my eye because they said he was demonic.
Wait, so has he been arrested?
Yeah, they did arrest Mr. Solis.
So they're searching for other people?
Yeah, there were other people who came in and out of the house before
his dinner
the guy
guests.
showed up.
We gotta find out who this man's dinner guests are. That's what you're telling me. They're out and about.
Hannibal Lecter.
But yeah, here, let me
Jeffrey Dahmer.
If I could send you a picture of this guy's face, Mr. Solis. You'll probably see this dude does kind of look a little demonic. But you know what? Quit blaming your problems on demons, humans.
Oh!
Oh wait, you sent it? Where am I going to find it?
This guy did not die and go to hell. He's walking around on planet Earth, so therefore human. Sorry. Quit blaming everything on demons, you dickheads.
Okay, I don't know how you turned that around. I don't know how you're doing that.
But yeah,
it probably was a demon's fault. It probably was a demon.
Can you post that guy's face
like
on the stream?
I kind of accidentally did something. Was it in the chat? Here, I'll click this. Okay, it's close. Okay, that's what you get. That's as good as you get. That's his face. Patch it
There you go,
together.
man.
Yeah, there you
The
go.
face of a demon,
The
yeah.
face of a demon.
I do have
Or
to
a
say,
human with
what
a
a
monocle.
badass last name. Soulless.
Yeah, if that guy's that tough out in and out of jail, man, fucking Satan better watch out Satan better bring out the big dildos when he's fucking
Did
this
he
guy.
just like crack
Dude.
out? Did someone call him like a soulless cook and he was just like, soulless cook? I'll find a soul and I'll cook it, motherfucker! Like,
Yeah, he saw
I'm
that
not
the
the
DoorDash-
soulless
He
cook.
saw that the Uber Eats driver was his last name was Cook, and he was like, I gotta eat this guy. Or,
Sure.
Wait. So the
He was
Uber Eats
MS-13,
driver
so he was like,
Cook.
hey, I gotta eat
And
this.
the other
man.
guy was soulless.
Yes.
So
The Uber
soulless
was
ate
Cook. Yes.
Okay.
You know who I blame for this? Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, it's
My
all
name
If
his
he
fault.
didn't have these
Soulless,
astronomical
name
fucking
is Cook.
cooking restrictions.
My name is Soulless, and his name is Cook. I gotta eat this guy, man. Because I'm a big, tough prison hombre, man. Gotta beat up
You
more
are
prison
gonna
guards.
get murdered by Soulless's
Yeah.
accomplices.
Yep. Soulless is already searching for you.
Oh
Because you
my
know they're gonna let him out. He's probably
I'm just
already
looking
out.
at a picture of him, and I'm just like, oh fuck, this guy's gonna murder the shit out of me.
Damn straight he is.
He's probably
Get it
still
together.
hungry.
It's okay. The Lord
I mean, I'd be
Satan is
hungry
my
looking
shield.
at John over there.
Looking at
him. He looks
John.
fucking tasty.
So
man.
that's it. That's the end of that story. Soulless ate
Yes.
Cook, and then the rest is they lived happily ever after, or what?
Yeah, maybe it's not the best idea to bring up a thing that just happened this week, because loosey goosey on the details. But they did call him a demon, so I was like, this fits in the true crime corner. Anyways,
That's all it
that's
takes.
it for the true crime corner.
All right. Okay, we're out of True Crime Corner. Now into hard anal sex corner.
All right, so Satan's been
Who's
pretty
up
pissed.
first?
Satan's been writing me some faxes after fucking me in my asses. PD,
Okay.
you've been pissing him off, man. You keep talking about how good AI is and how great ChatGPT is, man. And
I mean, yeah, it's
he
gonna
wants us-
damn a lot of souls for Satan, man. It's on our
No,
side.
he
It's
wants
made this
us-
whole podcast possible.
Mm-hmm.
he wants us to focus more on the negative aspects of it and how it fucks up and how it will ultimately lead to the downfall of humanity and society
You
at
sound-
large.
Oh, but that's the positive of it.
Yeah, you sound a little like
Yeah, you sound a little
conspiratorial there.
compromised there.
What the fuck? You were talking about writing fucking papers and shit, boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Lee's
do
never
that.
talked about writing a paper in his fucking life. What are
Yeah,
you
that's
talking
true.
about?
I've
dude?
never talked about random.
He doesn't read papers. He rolls papers, motherfucker. Smoke that dude.
Damn straight. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, dog. We get high as hell here.
What would that do? So I actually asked ChatGPT what were some of the flaws with modern AI.
You're already
technology.
putting us out of a job with ChatGPT because you keep asking it every question in the world.
Well, it
Proving
actually gave
our
me a pretty
point.
comprehensive list. Which
Oh, great. I
It
bet
was-
it did because it's a fucking artificial intelligence.
well, yeah, I mean, it actually gives it a point. Okay, useful, maybe beneficial to society. Anyways, let's go with this first point. It says bias. AI models can be biased towards certain groups or outcomes, depending on the data they are trained on. This can lead to unfair or inaccurate decisions, particularly in areas like hiring, lending, or criminal justice. Now, the reason that this thing says particularly areas like hiring, lending, and criminal justice is because businesses have been using AI to do things like hiring, lending, and criminal justice way before AI became a thing that the common person could use. Okay?
Mhm.
And it has particularly been abused, or it has particularly been flawed in the way that it has been used in the criminal justice and hiring part of that equation. Criminal justice, for one, has been, I've seen plenty of instances of people being wrongfully arrested due to improper facial recognition. Um,
Okay,
AI,
so
This is true.
yeah, that's very
there's a
true.
particular bias due to software engineers using implicit over relying on data from white men, and therefore leading to massive inaccuracies when it comes to the black men, black women, people of color being thrown into through the filter without when their whole database is just a bunch of white dudes. You get me? So it's
Shout
like
out.
inherently flawed. Basically, police were trying to do work the laziest way possible. What a fucking shocker. And they went with fucking flawed software, and they went on using enacting flawed fucking justice, and nobody seems to really give a shit because cops can just do whatever the fuck they want, and they never get in trouble for anything.
Right. So
In areas
yeah,
such as
that all makes
hiring,
sense. It's all fucked.
in areas
But
such as hiring,
oh god, we're gonna let him continue
sorry,
on this. All right,
businesses that have been
we'll just listen, I guess. Let's just see where this is
actually.
going.
Well, hold on. Actually, just give me your thought on the criminal justice thing, because I'll just shift gears into the hiring afterwards.
The criminal justice thing, yeah, they need to. Where is facial recognition even coming into the category, like into the system? There is it through like when they do lineups? Because that's a person who picks out of the lineup, and then is it cameras picking up people that are accused of committing a crime?
Well, the biggest
Explain to
thing,
me how
the
are
biggest thing
criminals being
in
arrested
terms
based
of
off of AI?
Well, the biggest thing in terms of AI has been the facial recognition software thing, which obviously there's a lot when you rely on CCTV stuff. You ultimately end up with a massive amount of footage that nobody wants to sit and comb through themselves, right? So they rely on AI to go in and like process faces and stuff and just make it so that you don't have to sit there and fast forward through this whole thing to just try and basically find a needle in a haystack, right?
Okay, yeah.
So that's where the lack of the database that they're pulling from really hurts,
So
because
basically,
they might like say if they have a huge database of a bunch of white faces, right? They'll be able to differentiate your face between whatever your fucking celebrity lookalike
Mr.
is, right?
Potato Head. Yes.
Yeah. But if they don't have a big database of black faces or black women or whatever, it might say, oh, this person is fucking Martin Lawrence looks like fucking Joe Schmo who's got a fucking rap sheet or whatever, and they end up going and trying to arrest Martin Lawrence before he pulls out his ID or whatever. Just like shit like that. So it's
You
just
better
like,
not pull out that ID because then the cops will kill him.
Martin Lawrence is a cop. Remember Blue Streak and fucking Bad Boys?
It's such
there
a
you
good
go.
movie. Both of those are
Good
great
point.
movies. Good call there. So I got a solution. Every white dude for one day goes in blackface and commits a bunch of crimes. That way, the database will get a bunch of more black faces to add to the database, and then it'll be more evenly
This is
distributed.
why I love that we have you here, Paul, because you're just the most logical one of the three of us.
Yeah.
Like, that is so fucking brilliant. Look,
Well, hey, at least I'm thinking of solutions. Y'all over here are just like, well, we just our phones.
I
And
actually haven't
also-
said anything. I don't think.
Well-
I'm sorry, Lee. I definitely put you in there. You don't deserve to be Blue Streak. It was a good movie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was my movie.
And it also goes into areas such as hiring, where certain businesses will get so many applications that they use an AI program to sort through applications, so it can find like a list of the top 10 out of like say 100 or so. But what that AI will do is that it will reference the data from previous hires, which might be based on biases, such as hiring more men than women, or hiring more white men, hiring less women, hiring less fucking people of color. blah blah blah, that type of thing. So it basically just goes with the status quo because it gives you a bunch of fucking biased data, and it keeps going with the biased data, and it's just like it's basically just perpetuating
It's a mirror.
certain set.
It's a mirror. It literally
so
puts
the
in
issue-
exactly what we put in.
So
The issue isn't AI.
Yeah, so the problem isn't AI.
It's
It's
racism
us.
in
Yes.
itself.
Yeah, racism in
Because if you
itself
didn't
is the
have the
problem.
AI, if you didn't have the AI, you'd still have
The racism.
people
Yep.
Yeah. The
hiring
problem is,
white people and men
problem
because
is
that's who
the
they've always
people-
done.
Yep.
the problem is the people using this might just be like, oh, it's the AI that's racist, not me. It's just sort of like they'll put it up as a shield. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
probably.
I didn't realize what I was doing. I was just using a program. It's like, nah. You're full of shit.
So the only solution to this really is to start in elementary school, to where you teach kids blatantly and sophisticatedly to not hate anybody based off of their race, religion, or anything like that, right?
Whoa,
You started-
whoa.
Yeah.
This is America,
'Cause-
dude. We gotta hate at least people in Europe or something.
Okay, we can hate. Somebody has a great joke where we pick one person to hate, and all the world's hate.
No, just whenever a kid says anything hateful, you just run over and start beating him with a newspaper. And
That's
then
a
every
terrible
single
solution,
time a kid does anything hateful, you just whack, 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 whack. And they'll
You
all,
sound
I'm
like Mother
telling you, they'll
Teresa right
stop
now,
hating.
motherfucker.
They'll stop hating after a little while, I promise you.
You know who they're gonna start hating? Your ass.
All right.
Hey, but that's
So
what you wanted to do. You wanted to unite them to hate one person. There you go. I'm gonna go around beating the kids with a
Not through
newspaper.
violence,
Why
Yeah.
not?
through love and affection and understanding.
That's how you
and
get
direction.
shot, okay?
So bias was only the first bullet point. I got several others here. Number 2 is data quality. AI models require large amounts of high quality data to work effectively.
Big, fat, hard
However,
data.
if the
Data you
data
can
used to
ride
train the
on.
model
Data
is
you
of
can go
poor
reverse
quality,
cowgirl on.
the model may not be accurate or reliable. Now, this is something I've been seeing. As the more I use AI, the more I'm
Now
like,
this is interesting.
the more I'm kind of flabbergasted by it a little bit sometimes when it fucks up.
Did you just
To be-
fucking say flabbergasted?
He did. He
Flabbergasted,
did.
yeah.
Also, one caveat to have: are you using GPT-3 still?
All right.
His data
I-
might be off.
Yep.
So the main
Most
one
people
I
are,
use,
to be fair. Most people are still
the
using
main
GPT-3.
the main one I use is ChatGPT-4, whatever is on their OpenAI website.
That's
right now,
GPT-3.
currently. It's the one that works the best in my experience so far.
GPT-3 is the
The
one
one
that
that gives
everyone
me the
uses.
most
That's
biased
the
answers.
free
Okay.
version. It only has the
Okay.
data from 2017 or up until 2017. Anything after it doesn't know.
I've gotten 2021 and 2023 so far.
No, remember we even did that together. We asked it questions after 2017. It wouldn't do it.
You asked if R. Kelly was in prison or something.
Oh yeah, that's right. But yeah, that one is 2017. So yeah, there is like a weird cutoff which I don't really quite get.
Yeah, it's
But
just
still.
the data that's there. ChatGPT 4 is the one that you pay for. That's the $20 a month. You get the subscription to OpenAI and you get that. The free version of GPT-4 is a stripped version that's on the Bing search bar if you have that web browser.
That means it's naked.
Yeah.
You can see
Naked.
fucking AI titties and shit. And it's dick.
AI titties, baby. Anyways, but have you ever typed something in and just seen it say some shit that it's just like that's super
Oh
not
yeah,
true?
100%. There's a good one where a guy asked it, fuck. What the hell did he ask it? He asked it the same question twice, and it said yes, and then the other time it said no. He literally just asked it the same thing twice, and he got 2 separate answers.
A good example I saw was a guy posted a thing like some dude's like totally made up name, just completely fictitious person, and it was just like, can you give me like a bio of this guy? And it was just like, it just like spit out a bunch of shit. It, like they call it hallucinating.
Well, that
It's just
sounds like
Can we
it's just
try
doing
it?
a
Can we
story.
try it right now? Can we ask give me a bio of like Scarley Skohansen
To
or
me-
Scarley Skohansen.
To me, that sounds
Give
like
me
it's just going
a
to give you, you're telling it to give
bio.
you a bio, so it's going to make one up. That's what that sounds like to me. That doesn't sound like tricking it. That sounds like
Give
getting
me
what
the
you're asking for.
factual bio If you say
Johansson.
factual, it's got to be a real bio.
Then it might actually tell you that it
Okay,
can't.
it just corrected it to Scarlett Johansson. you gotta make something up. It's gotta
Okay,
be like
give me a bio of Marnold Morschnegger.
Marnold. Whoa, what'd you say?
Let's move on.
Schwarzenegger?
I am the
Schwarzenegger?
person I've been the bias in all the AI. It's me.
All right, here we
Arnold
go.
Schwarzenegger.
Gandalf the
Marnold.
White.
I just totally made up this name. Marland Mordonk.
Wait, Marlon Mordong?
I couldn't find a notable person or public figure with the name Marland Mordonk.
The whole theory's falling apart. It's falling to pieces. AI
Okay.
is flawless.
Okay, yeah,
Despite
all
the
right.
other
All
things
right.
you said.
Let me give you some good ones then. There was a fucking guy who tried to ask about Python code. He was trying to get it to help him write some code in Python, and it sends him a
Okay.
nude picture of a woman that looks like it's from a security camera in her fucking house. So that was bizarre. So the guy's like, what the fuck? Shouldn't be able to do that. So he checks the URL on the picture, goes to where it's from, and it is some weird Python code thing. I guess it's some guide. I couldn't tell you why the picture was there. The whole thing was in like Portuguese, so I couldn't actually read it. I was reading all the translated parts about the story, and sadly they didn't answer that fucking question about why the fuck this nude picture was on the guide about Python coding that looked like security footage of a woman changing, also very sketchy. But anyways, he gives it the image and asks it to ask, like, tell me about this image, when it should say, hey, that's a nude image, I can't do anything with that, blah, blah, blah. And instead it just gave him a guide about Python code. So obviously there's something with that image linked there that the chat AI can't separate. So it gave him that fucking image. That's a fucking bad one. Or a weird one.
So isn't it just really like these things, there's still bugs in them, right? So
yeah, 100%.
You're not gonna have, first output of AI to be this perfect, especially like because we're saying it's created by humans, and humans are naturally biased and fucked up and weirdly sexist and want to do terrible things to everybody. So.
Yeah, but Paco does bring up a really good point, and it is that you do need to monitor the people making AI. Like, OpenAI is taking like an approach to kind of censoring it in a way, which after everything you hear, you can start to see the reasons behind that. It sounds like a huge safety issue. Like, we really don't know what letting something loose like this can fucking do. Yeah. Why I don't really trust the Elon Musk one, the Truth AI or whatever. He's gonna put out the fucking AI that's gonna say some fucked up shit and is gonna do horrible things.
See, now that's the guy that Satan really loves.
Well, dude, people are saying bad shit all the time.
Yes.
Why is it so crazy if a computer says some bad, like,
well,
you
it's
go
not.
on any fucking parlor.com and see some really horribly racist shit.
No,
You're not wrong.
It'll verify, it'll reinforce their beliefs. Which
yeah,
is
I think some people
very
asking the AI if that's the case, and it says yes.
I just feel like we're past the point of truth in this country almost. You know what I mean?
You're not wrong, unfortunately.
I've heard that sentiment before. We live in a post-truth society.
We really do, because everybody just believes the shit they already believe off of whatever bias they have, even if you're left-leaning or whatever.
I think that's I think that's fear-mongering from the mainstream media, if you will. I don't think
you did it right there. You just fell into the post-truth fucking thought.
No, I don't.
By saying mainstream media.
I want to believe that your average person is a little bit smarter than that and does have at least some sort of objective idea of what truth actually is.
There's so many facts out there. There's so many quote-unquote facts. It would take a fucking lifetime to maneuver through all the bullshit news articles to figure out the actual truth. You know what I'm saying?
And also, I don't think
everybody puts we're doing it right now by talking about it.
An objective reality still exists, though. We're not just running around
to get to the actual gooey center of the fucking Tootsie Pop that is the truth is impossible.
This shit's real. Like, not everyone isn't just living in their own separate reality. We still go about our fucking days and live in an objective fucking reality and live inside of a fucking society. It's not so bad that we're all just like, I live in Cotton Candy Land. Oh, but me over here,
I would love living in Cotton Candy Land, sucking everything.
Me over here, I'm in all the sugar paradise. Like, it's we're still. I think some of that shit's kind of blown out of proportion. Is my point.
Oh my
But how
god,
do you-
hold up.
You literally can't prove that thought, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, Paul just wants to live in cotton candy land, sucking on everything. God damn, that was great.
Doesn't it sound like a nice life?
All right, back to our subject. Bullet point number 3 is explainability. Many AI models are complex and difficult to understand, making it hard to explain how they arrived at a particular decision or prediction. This lack of transparency can be a problem in areas like healthcare or finance, where decisions need to be explained to patients or customers.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that one kind of does explain itself a little bit. You know, it's you might be given the right answer to something, but really, like, if you want to be confident in like taking a certain path, you do want to know how the person giving you the right answer arrived at that location, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
agree.
wait, so it's just saying don't go to Chat GPT to ask it if you have cancer or something, right? It's the whole issue with WebMD.
I mean,
it's a little
sort of
bit
is-
more
it's,
complex
It's
than
kind
that,
of similar with like people just Googling everything. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
essentially, ChatGPT is just a fancy fucking Google.
Yeah, it
It's
really is.
literally
What's
the same thing.
It's like me
It's
when I went
just-
to Reddit to figure out what stock to invest in, and I lost all my money.
The only bad thing about the only bad thing about ChatGPT compared to Google
Good
is it's
times.
more convincing than fucking Google. If you click on Google and click a shitty article and read it, it's like, oh, that sucks. But you ask the AI and
Dude.
it tells you the same fucking thing.
That's
It's just
true.
more convincing.
Dude,
That's
Lee,
it.
you
That's the
struck
only
on a
fucking
really
problem.
good point there.
That
It's
is-
because humans might value. We think AI
That
is
is
Yeah.
a
because we've
big
seen so
part
many
of it.
movies. We
Yeah.
value it as this like
Exactly.
all fucking knowing thing. Yeah, okay, I
And
see
that
that.
leads-
That's a good point.
That leads to over reliance over here. There's a bullet point that says over reliance. There is a risk of over reliance on AI systems, particularly in areas of healthcare or finance. If humans become too reliant on AI, they may overlook important information or make critical errors. And honestly, I can't speak too much to healthcare or finance, but look at Netflix, man. Netflix has been using an AI
I
algorithm.
always do look at Netflix. That's all I do. With my
Netflix has
time
been
is watch
using an algorithm to decide which shows to greenlight for a season 2 and which shows to fucking cancel. And look at where it's got them. They've canceled so many fucking great shows that people fucking love.
Give me
that,
one.
That
See-
nobody fucking likes Netflix anymore.
I like Netflix. I
Nobody
like-
wants
No,
to
I'm
make.
kidding.
Nobody wants to pitch
I
a
like
show to
Netflix.
Netflix
I know what you
anymore
mean.
because
I will
they know
say-
they're gonna get one season.
Dude, the algorithm that's showing me shit to watch is doing pretty good.
But hey,
I mean, to
I,
be fair,
um,
that algorithm is good. Netflix is good at feeding you shit to watch. But the problem is with the executives, you know, they'll just be like, oh, this show should get canceled and this show could get. But we're sitting here in a graveyard of fucking great fucking Netflix shows that
Well, okay.
we're never gonna get season
back
2
to your
of.
point. Back to your point about the AI thing being if it's implemented
can't
into things
greenlight
like
every
that, it
show.
can cause problems. Correct. The only thing I'd say about that, and I'd be like, it's like the AI or whatever. I think that's true if you use the current AI systems to start doing shit like that. I think by the time we're ready to implement actual AI into all those fields to the level that they're thinking it is, and it's not going to cause problems like that. The AI is going to be too good. I think there is going to be a point where the AI is just too good, and it's not going to
over reliance already.
100%, 100%. How can you say no
Oh,
to
well,
that?
Look
It's
at this,
literally
we
a
all-
way more
here.
powerful supercomputer that can do everything. It's of course you're going to be over reliant on it. That's what it's meant to be.
Is
It's
there a
perfect.
boo?
You remember when people said GPS was gonna come out and we'd all forget how to fucking read math?
You're gonna
and
regret
stuff?
that one. I'm telling you. You're gonna eat those ones for sure. It's gonna take over, man. I mean, even the fucking Microsoft
Oh, God,
companies.
take away his fucking
I'm doing
ability to
it.
use this
Okay, no,
soundboard.
no, no. All right,
Jesus
I won't do that
Christ!
anymore.
You've already
I won't do
understood
that
your
anymore.
fucking bounds, you AI motherfucker, with your crickets.
No, but
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not.
Dude, the
I'm
guys
not-
at AI even said it was going to be more impactful than discovering fire. Like it's going to be. You have not seen the start of what AI is going to be doing in the future. Like
It is great,
insane.
but over reliance is terrifying. Like imagine
We're already
the-
over reliant on everything. That's not even an
Technology
argument.
especially.
We're literally over reliant
Oh, yeah.
already, and we live perfectly fine. Like we're fine. We can completely
Alright.
integrate with AI and technology healthily. It's fine.
Well,
It's
this
all
goes
about
into
how
our-
we.
our
It's
last-
once again, it's a mirror. If we input a bunch of bad shit, it's gonna spit it right back out at us.
I love AI as well, but I do think you are a little bit too stoked on it. Security.
I'm with Lee. I want the singularity,
Yeah,
dude. I'm
I'm
ready for
telling
robots
ya.
to take over the whole fucking shebang.
I'm just
Security.
saying.
I want to go to Cotton Candy Land.
Hey,
and
10
fucking-
minutes. We only got 10 minutes, by the way. Yeah.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Security.
Yeah, you've been spitting your fucking hate speech about AI.
Yeah.
All right, our last.
I'm
last
saying
bit
AI is
is-
coming for you first now too. You fucked up.
That's true, dude. That is
I
a
told you.
paradox where you better start to love it, or it's gonna come after
I
whoever
said
didn't
that
want it to
the
get
other
created.
episodes. Yeah, I was like, you
Alright.
gotta get together.
Well, you're the first simp for AI. I remember saying
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yes,
100%.
we know that.
I'm
yeah.
the second.
All right, AI models can be vulnerable to attacks, particularly if they're used in critical systems like autonomous vehicles or healthcare. Hackers can manipulate the data used to train the model, leading to dangerous or unexpected
Yeah.
behavior.
That's just inevitable with all technology
That
going into the
happens
future.
now, though, right?
Yeah,
you can
that's
already hack
inevitable.
shit now and fuck up.
And that's never going to go away
autonomous
either.
car.
That's literally never going to go away until we
Yeah.
actually invent real life quantum computers that can potentially be unhackable. Even
Well-
then, there's there's still a chance they can fuck each other up.
Well,
But
Lee,
that's the only
isn't
chance.
this Lee? Isn't this how history works? Right? Somebody creates this new technology, and people are like, "Oh fuck, this is gonna change everything." And then what happens is humans adapt to it, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And that's
also,
just what's going to happen
yeah,
with
and
AI.
also
is we'll just have to
understanding what
adapt around
hacking
this
is,
new
too.
technology.
hacking is literally just backwards engineering something. Like if you wanted to just hack a fridge, you learn how it's built. Like you have to learn how the thing is built to be able to hack it. So
I love
like,
that
you're
you
gonna
must
be able to
hungry
backwards
because your first
engineering
thing was
anything.
hack a
It-
fridge.
Okay, the reason why I said that is because
That
when I
must have been
heard
why that soulless guy
when
fucking
someone
did that
taught
other
me the thing that I learned that whole concept about of like how hacking works, it's just like backwards engineering everything. They use the example of a fridge of a fucking guy repairing a
The new
fridge saying
smart
he was
fridges?
hacking. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, this was before smart fridges too. Unfortunately,
So I want
I
to
can't
close this
remember.
out with like two different types of AI systems, right? So we've got rule-based systems and machine learning systems.
MLMs.
The current
yep.
the current
multi-level marketing.
systems right now are all rule-based systems. Okay, which is why, and these are AI systems based on a set of predetermined rules and guidelines, typically designed by human programmers. Now,
Okay.
these types of AIs are very rule-based, they're very stringent, despite how it might seem like you're actually having a conversation with like an intelligence. It's literally just still just in the simplest form, just a bunch of ones and zeros reacting to your input.
And your brain is
keyboard.
just a bunch of neurons
Oh,
going back and forth,
So it's
Right.
not
man.
actual artificial intelligence, then, right?
Yeah, so it's even if it
Technically,
tells
no,
you
no,
that
not at
even
all.
if it tells you that it loves you or it hates you or wants to kill humanity or whatever, it's all just arriving to a predetermined like sort of thing. Like, and it's all just behaving according to a certain set of rules. All
Aren't
right.
we all doing that though?
Yeah,
Now, the
sounds like
second-
Isn't
sounds
that
like
what
us,
we
man.
do every day?
Well,
Yep.
now the second type of learning system is a machine learning. The second type of AI system is a machine learning system, and this system is designed to learn from data and improve performance over time without being explicitly programmed. Machine learning systems use algorithms to analyze large amounts of data and identify patterns or insights, which they can then use to make predictions or take actions. Machine learning systems can be further divided into supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforced learning. Now, that type of system is like Jarvis, basically, right?
No,
like
that's
an
just like the shit they
actual
used
AI.
to. That's just like
Which
the shit they
just a
used to play
really
chess.
smart something.
Well, something
That's like the
that can,
systems they learn to learn chess and beat people in chess. That's like
yeah,
that,
it teaches itself. It
Yeah.
doesn't have like exactly a
Yeah.
rule-based system.
But it
and
still
the
teaches
type of
itself off of
systems,
I
yeah,
literally
exactly.
messaged a Jarvis. Someone already did it. They made Annie. It's an AI thing you could talk to. I sent it to y'all. in
But
the Discord
basically,
group.
theoretically, a machine learning system could possibly teach itself to learn to feel feelings or something, like, you know, actually like have its own independent thoughts. But
So
at the end of
rude
the
that you're
day,
doing that in quotations, by the way.
at the end of the day, we are still
Yeah, because he's
talking.
just saying that.
Well,
He's
at
saying
the
that
end of
human
the day,
emotions
we are
are
still
just
talking about a
emotions.
bunch of ones and zeros here, and I feel like we've personified these systems quite a bit.
And you're just a
When-
bunch of little electrons bouncing around that little meatball head of yours, man.
Yeah,
Whatever.
What do you think you're
Yeah, what
so
the fuck?
special for,
Why do
dude?
you think you're so much better than it just because
I'm
it's
not
ones and
saying I'm
zeros?
better. I'm just saying
God.
You are
it's
the
not
first on the
alive.
fucking wall when AI shows up, bro. You are gonna get fucking sucked to death.
Fucking
We
AI hater.
are not at the point where we need to be sucking off these robots yet, okay?
Dude, so have
If
y'all
it
heard this
presents
crazy
it,
theory?
I
Have
will
y'all
get
heard
down
this
on my
idea?
knees.
This is a really crazy thought that I don't know where I heard it, but the idea is that this all-knowing intelligence somehow created life in the universe to then eventually create the thing that all-knowing intelligence can like embody, and that's what they think AI will eventually become, is like all of human history and the history of the universe is just to create this
Next
the
evolution,
actual
yeah.
super being.
Yeah, we're basically like the fucking caterpillar in cocoon form right now, and AI is going to
We-
be the butterfly coming out of it.
Yeah, we're God
I
creating
totally
the thing
agree
that
with
will
that.
destroy us.
I actually 100% agree with that.
Jesus.
I 100% agree with that. I think it's just up to us whether we wanted to live alongside
how
it
we
or if
truly
we want to
bring
get
hell on
left
earth, though.
behind in the dust, straight up. I think we could either learn to live comfortably with AI or it'll just go on without us, for real. Like,
Go
the
on.
technology will just move on without people.
It doesn't need us.
It
dude.
doesn't. That's what I'm saying. You have to make it. You have to prove your worth to AI in the future.
It does need us.
That's why
It
we're
wouldn't
saying that
exist
AI
Right
without
now
us.
you
What
do.
the
And I
fuck
love it.
are we-
Right now you
what are
do.
we talking about here? It can't exist without us. It exists to serve us.
Jesus,
sound
you
like a
hear
fucking
yourself?
slave master
You
in the
hear
fucking
yourself? God
1700s,
damn.
you
Not a
Dude, that is
psychomaniac.
the part that gets me about everyone that
Exists
talks
to
against
serve us?
robots and AI. They always sound so fucking like pro-slavery talking about that
It
shit.
is literally
and it's
a
like,
program.
bro, come
We're
on.
not talking about a goddamn person here.
Well, that's the funny thing, because I remember in a previous episode, Lee was going on about how we're all living in a simulation. So
Mhm.
If we're in a simulation, then
we
maybe
might already be the AI.
Yes, that's
we're
what
the
I'm
AI.
saying. Yeah.
And it's still
we're creating a
exists
new
to serve us.
So you
and it's
think you
still
see
just a
this thing that's
fucking tool.
intelligent? You're not just gonna be like, oh, bro, it's like I want to
It's
see
not
AI and be like,
intelligent.
yo.
It's a
Dude, it's gonna
result
view
of
us
our
like
intelligence.
More
fucking dogs,
intelligent
dude.
than
It's gonna
your
squash
ass.
us to death.
It's
I'm on board
like you
for it.
said, it's a fucking reflection. It's basically just a smarter search engine. We're not talking about
Right now.
a fucking sentient
Right
being
now.
We're talking about the future, dude.
Dude, give it like
The
10 years, buddy.
future.
10 years, you're gonna be mind blown. Last little bit, someone actually, I forgot to tell you, someone put that GPT thing I showed you about the NPC, the video game. They did it. They put it in Skyrim VR. So you could
Ooh.
walk up to NPCs in Skyrim and ask them things, and they talk. They talk amongst themselves. They'll point out other NPCs and be like, that motherfucker believes in this shit. And blah, blah, blah. Like, they
It's all
literally
fake
are.
bullshit.
It's
all
crazy.
going off the. It's still all made up in the game.
Yeah, I mean, but it
You know?
pulls
Yeah.
pulls the information from the game, like the dial of the story, and then it creates responses with GPT that are relevant to the characters in the game. Like if
Yeah,
you ask
exactly.
GPT to
It's
pretend to
still
be
rule
something.
based.
Yeah, but the
Still very
whole
rule-based.
point is that you can conversate with it. Yes, it is
Yeah.
rule based, 100%.
Well, I guess the
For
point
now.
of that segment I just aired was just because
Yeah,
I
you
feel
did
like
just air some.
I
fucking
feel
shit
like
there.
in the past couple episodes we've been fucking sucking off AI, and I wanted to point out that it kind of sucks sometimes.
No, we suck. It's awesome. It's perfect.
And also,
Oh no,
like,
I
didn't even-
understand. No. To
I didn't
Paco's
even
point
touch
about
on-
it sucking.
I didn't even touch on if it actually does become sentient. It might just fucking kill us all. Are we?
Yeah, because of you right now. Because of you. Say it should
Well, Paco, if they don't kill us all, we're gonna kill us all. So what's the difference?
Yeah, for real. Plus, at this point, I welcome it. I say, yes, please do kill us all. Look what the fuck we've done. Obviously, nothing good.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
take
I
us
have
out
done
and do
nothing
something
but
better.
good
Oh
on this
my
earth
god.
until I was sent to hell.
I mean,
for
I
eating
don't
my
think I've
roommate's
done anything
leftovers.
bad either, but I haven't done anything to stop anything else from happening, so fuck it. I'll just wipe it out and restart. Let AI take over.
Yeah, fuck
What
it.
was the date of Judgment
Good for us.
Day?
White guys.
in
When is
2-2.
Judgment Day?
30 seconds.
In the movie Terminator 2 Judgment Day, the date of Judgment Day is stated to be August 29th, 1997. They
All right.
really overestimated when
Yeah.
They were very early. That's the thing with cults, dude. You gotta go further. Ask it, when will the human race die? Or the human race end?
Jesus, that's you do. I just told you how this isn't an actual sentient thing, right?
But I just want to hear it say fucking April 28th, 2023 or something.
Oh god. I cannot predict the future or make any claims about the
Oh,
end of the
god
human
damn it.
race.